We are here live at the Halo World Championship, the final HCS event of the Halo Infinite Lifespan. I'm here, Goofy, joined with my man Clutch, and we should have a banger on our hands. We got Shopify Rebellion, the back-to-back champions, taking on the LatAm juggernauts, Akave Esports. Clutch, looking at the series layout, tell me a little bit about the series.
Yeah, I think we saw these teams play in Recharge, King of the Hill last tournament, and I mean, it was a bloodbath on the side of Shopify Rebellions. I'm expecting the same. The two-time back-to-back champions looking for a fourth ring on half of the team, and then on the other half looking for their first. And you know they are going into this tournament the heavy favorites after the way that they dominated the last two events. So I'm looking at how does Shopify kick this tournament off. And unfortunately for Akave, you got the big dogs first. Let's see what you can bring yourself.
Yeah, we had these two teams match up at the last major, and Shopify made quick work with them, the 3-0 sweep. Maybe this time around, Akave can do things differently as we start things off with Cykul.
Cykul's knocked to no shield pretty early. Chooses to go into pipe, so it shouldn't really matter, but the battle for Canvas was important. You see a lot of Akave already down there, and they already dropped. So good job by Shopify to get kills, and Basil, unfortunately, when it rains, it pours. 4 down for Akave, and Cycle's found himself the shot.
Shopify picking up right where they left off, and Charlotte, nice, makes quick work of Drift there. Cykul looking for the double, but Leuor smartly backs down.
Let's see what Cykul chooses to do here. He actually wants to go back to elevator, which I agree with. If you're anchoring this elevator position, that's really the first way to push. He gets shot in the side, but chooses to be able to get out, and because he picks up that grapple so early on, he's able to relocate. Good information. They have stopped Shopify from getting in this hill so far, though. It's only halfway progressed.
Yeah, when you're an underdog in a series and a massive underdog at that, it's really important to come out hot, make it easy for your teammates, and try to get some wins on the board early. But Cykul's got something else to say about that.
Yeah, nobody home, but all the damage in the world. Let's see if the rest of Shopify can pick up the kills here. 3 go down. That's 3 assists for Cykul right there. Maybe not the flashy, Renegade-esque type with the shock rifle, but the damage gets done, and it's everything Shopify needs to get back in this hill, and it's almost going to guarantee Shopify this point.
And looking at the scoreboard, a lot of kills going early on the side of Shopify, and that is to be expected. But if you're Akave Esports, you got to pick it up in the slaying department.
Yeah, I said that. I could have sworn Shopify were going to get this hill off that set of slays, but it's actually the glass spawns for Akave that give them that short distance to get the hill neutralized for now. And look at this. They've already got about halfway. Nobody in that hill currently. These round of slays will dictate who takes an early lead here in game 1.
Couple members fall on each side. Cykul trying to take control of pipes here alongside Frosty. Banks a nade, but no one's there. A couple members on the Akave side in the turbine, turtling up a little bit. Let's see how Frosty and Cykul play this.
Yeah, you want to be in pipes in this situation. Is how does Akave go about trying to flush them out? Can't make the jump on the bat wedge. Cykul denies them from the club. Turns his head into the pipe door here, able to get 2. You got to think he's able to do his job, but I'm not actually sure he gets that trade. Only 2 go down for Akave. Cykul not able to get that melee trade. It's up to LastShot to deny Akave more hill time.
Good series of events for Akave as 2 members fall for Shopify, but LastShot, last one alive, getting down to a couple kills and makes it easy for his teammates.
LastShot, the last one alive, and LastShot doing what he's done all season long, denies all of Akave from really being able to set up with the pipes control, with the hill control. He jumps in that hill, and now Akave, you've got to go. Not a lot of time. Bat wedge is being watched. Cykul picks up the new camo in the meantime, and Shopify take a 1-0 lead.
Hill ready.
Camo in the hands of Cykul. Perfect shots on Leuor, takes him down to 1 shot, top red. Chooses a challenge still, knowing that the camo is back, trying to get control of the map.
I like this by Cykul. He's going to force elevator spawns, waiting on the new shock rifle. You saw how much damage he was able to do the first time around with it. He basically turned all of Akave into the death cam. Let's see if he can actually affect this push, though. A couple members have snuck by.
Cykul taking a lot of damage, gets taken down by Drift. This is a good opportunity for Akave to try to get some time on the board, but Royal 2 staying alive and shooing away the members of Akave.
Yeah, Royal 2 kicking this one off at 10, 2, and 4. Massive slays, massive shots there to keep control of back blue. Obviously, that's where you want to hold for this second hill. If you have control of back blue, you're going to deny any opportunity for Akave. And right now, although the time's not really going in the favor of Shopify as of yet on this hill, look at the clock, Basil. 2 minutes and 53 seconds. The way that Shopify are playing this is with the clock in mind at all times. Getting it down to 0 is another win condition for them if they keep moving.
Playing with the lead, Shopify knows that Akave is the one that's going to have to be the aggressor here, so we're going to see them choose their battles wisely. They don't have to play overly aggressive. As I say that, Akave is getting close to capturing their first hill. Nobody
able to take down roll 2 there. There's a big damage from Magico, but he knows, he feels as soon as his teammate drops, he's forced to get out of that hill and try and hold back Blue. The common strategy here, Frosty comes up through the pipes though, and Frosty wins that massive one-on-one. That cannot happen for Akave Esports. The setup is broken, and look at Shopify. They're gonna get right back into the second hill, and if they're able to take a 2-0 lead, it's gonna get really difficult for Akave to try and get back into this game.
Yeah, that was a tough time to go down when you had blue control. Akave pretty much almost all 4 go down, spawning them back pipes, and now Drip having to go all the way across the map as Shopify also getting really close to capturing this hill.
Dodges the plasma pistol. You thought it was going to make the difference there, but LastShot hits an angle that sandwiches the 2 players and pipes trades across the board. Acid for Cykul. Acid actually gets feet in the hill with that fight. Although Cykul wins the fight, Acid will take that every day of the week. Akave have tied this one up.
Very well played there by Akave. When you thought Shopify would be able to weather the storm, Akave marches right back and gets that hill and ties it right up.
Third cam of the game back in Cykul's hands. He's been a camo menace so far. Maybe not the most success, but this power-up control, something Shopify's so strong at. And look, now starting to pay dividends. 3 go down. They're not able to take down Cykul. Cykul's actually able to relocate. He knows the last player is going to be spawning his teammates long haul and in blue. Shopify will get a very massive lead on this 3rd point.
Camo player spotted that Cykul, but so far, Clutch, we've seen every single camo go in the hands of Shopify. And again, when you're an underdog, those things are the most important. You have to try to get control of the power weapons, the power-ups, and so far, Shopify not letting that happen for Akave.
Every time we've gone to World 2 screens, we've seen the perfect medal so far. 17-3 and 8. This game may be tied for World 2. Starting his World Championship off the way World 2 starts most World Championships off. We said he has 3 rings. He's out for a 4th, and right now leading the way. LastShot right behind him, 16-6 and 8. The battle for the hill is what's important right now, though. In World 2, going to be able to help his teammate out, shut down Leuor. You see from the observer mode, all of Akave stuck in white. This point is guaranteed Shopify's.
Shopify doing a great job just containing Akave, like you said, Clutch, keeping them trapped in white, and now Roll 2 coming out with the flank. This could be a big play for Shopify. Good shots by Roll 2, but a big trade there out of Drip because that was looking scary.
Honestly, an unbelievable route by Roll 2. As his team is capping that point, he hits the bottom mid route, got some damage, and all of Akave stuck in white don't have any vision on him, don't have any sight lines to be able to get information that he could even be back there. You saw him the first kill for virtually free, and it's denied Akave from what was going to be a C-plat setup.
2 fall for Akave. Shock rifle in the hands of Frosty. We're on board with LastShot, taking down Magico, back blue.
Minute 37. Frosty doesn't want to be in the hill either. They're looking like they're about to start playing time here. Shock rifle ADS towards that pipe door. Nobody showing up towards the bat ledge, though. One player did make it out, Magico. You saw the timing from Frosty just right off, and because of it, 2 members go down from Shopify. Frosty got a guy in his face, but Frosty, with players in his face, erases them most of the time. Frosty with a detonate as well finds 2. That's gonna... Akave are gonna have what is potentially some time here on that plat, but it's gonna make their setup so weak because Frosty finds 2 kills he had no business finding.
LastShot grappling up, taking on that player in glass. Camo has spawned on the map. Magico picks it up, and was he able to burn it? I'm not sure. We'll get a better look at that here. And no, it's still on the map, and LastShot with the camo.
It's going to be tough to beat Shopify if you give up every single power-up throughout the game. And right now, the game is close. You wonder what a camo might do in the hands of Akave. But I think that's strength and testament to Shopify's setups, their focus, their prioritization of these. And now look, it's cannon fodder for LastShot. He's got the grapple as well, so not only does he impact the 2 players pushing long haul, the 2 players pushing white go down, 4 go down, 36 seconds left, and if you're Akave, you have 1 good push, and I'm not even sure Shopify are going to let that be a 4-man push.
Yeah, and the time is so against you right now if you're Akave. Only 25 seconds left. If you're Shopify, you just got to play your life here, get your kills, and you're going to secure this game 1.
Good job by LastShot getting lost here, finds the player. Top red and able to get an assist with his teammate. He knows one snuck through long haul here, but he's more focused on the players in white. They're able to clear these players out. That's going to be game, and Shopify taking the series lead. 7 seconds to go, and only player alive is Drift. Never mind. 4 down again. The slays from Shopify have been absolutely insane for that to just be a 2-1 lead. The difference is massive.
Yeah, and this Shopify team, Clutch, is so scary when they're firing on all cylinders. There's really not any other team in the entire league that plays at their level when they are playing their best, right? Obviously, we have the optics, the phases, the SSGs that are going to challenge them this event, but Shopify is looking to make a statement at this event. They want to get that three-peat. We have Cykul and LastShot, their first event wins for back-to-backs, and now they're going for a three-peat that's unheard of.
Yeah, something that really stuck with me was an interview with LastShot a few events ago with the announcement that this is the last HCS World Championship. LastShot just figuring out how to win tournaments. LastShot, one of the greatest talents we have in Halo Infinite at this time. Maybe feels like his window was a little shorter than what he wanted it to be. But one of the things he said is, I'm just focused on cementing my legacy with this last 3 tournaments. He's done such a good job. He's won the first 2, but the big one, the World Championship, the one that is life-changing money, that's right in front of you. And I love to see LastShot start that one off the way he did. He is an unbelievable talent in this league.
And what a legacy it's been so far. And he's just getting started. We saw him get nominated for Controller Player of the Year at the Esports Award. Shout out to Clutch right here, too, getting nominated. And
that must have been a mistake.
LastShot and Cykul really came onto the scene and made a name for themselves. At this season specifically, they have just ascended to that next level and playing with the likes of Royal 2 and Frosty, and they're the 2 arguably best players on the team. I can't even attest to that. That's just insane.
Hey, I promise you, when you walk into a world championship with 2 guys on your team that you watched when you were growing up, when you were grinding, when you were trying to get better, it was their film you were studying, you get to go to a world championship and they get to sit next to you. That's a damn good feeling for these guys. Cykul and LastShot, maybe they haven't done it yet, but they've proven to me that in big-time moments, these guys have big-time opportunities and make big-time plays. So I'm loving what we're seeing from Shopify so far. On the side of Akave, though, you got to figure out ways to get some of these power-ups, these power weapons. It felt like they were playing from a deficit the whole time. The score was close. Usually, if you told me Shopify got every single camo and every single shock rifle, I'd have said it was probably 4-0, and it didn't go to time. So maybe not the most efficiency we've seen from Shopify, but maybe they're just warming up. Maybe they want to spend as much time in the server here on Friday to just feel like it is their tournament for the taking. Slayer Origins, the name of the game for Game 2. It's 50 kills to win. Everybody knows what a Slayer means here. And Faisal, you know better than anybody. Slayers are where the underdogs get back into series. Can we see it from Akave here?
If Akave wants a chance in this series, they're going to need to win this game number 2. To your point, Wes, there's rockets, there's snipers. They're going to have to at least throw off the weapons if you're not going to use them. You cannot give them to the likes of Royal 2, Frosty, Cykul, or LastShot. In a perfect world, you pick them up and you control the map with the weapons, but at the very least, you're going to have to play them.
Yeah, and I'd almost go to the fact that you need to put those power weapons to work. Don't throw them off the map. They are your win condition. They're the only way you are going to make up the difference in the individual skill that this Shopify team has. They are star-studded as stars can get. Right now, the battle for Snipe, LastShot. Going to have Acid in his point of view, and Acid, a player that's impressed me a lot, actually be able to back down LastShot. You know, Roll 2 is going to try and help get that Snipe, but in the meantime, Leuor with rockets could interrupt all of the combat happening in Snipe if he has time.
Yeah, here we go. Good start for Akave, picking up rockets. Cykul was able to get the sniper and get away, but 4-1 is a score. Make that 5-1. Big double kill out of Leuor.
Big timing, big time route from Leuor. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Akave fans to have a hot start. Acid's going to have that snipe in hand, and let me tell you, this kid can go off with it if given the opportunity. He needs to hit some shots, and LastShot might make him pay here. He has the thrust as well, and that's going to allow him to at least get the kill. The snipe gets neutralized, but a good start for Akave is exactly what we wanted to see.
On board with LastShot. Spots Acid, puts down some shots on him going towards top snipe. Finds Magico for an easy beatdown, looking for the double kill. But no, he does actually get 2 of those kills, so good play there at LastShot.
Cykul finds himself another snipe, though. That neutralized snipe. He's got the thrust as well. Misses the first bullet. Still has 3 to work with. All of Akave stuck at the base. This is where it could get dangerous if you're not finding Cykul. Cykul finds the first headshot, but he overextends to do so. It's actually trades across the board, and I'll take that from Akave in that situation.
Yeah, 3 down there for Akave. Acid, last one top rockets, and gets taken down a little too easily there. And now all 4 members of Akave going to be spawning towards red. Shopify seems to be in a comfortable position right now.
Man, we haven't seen much of yet. Frosty now on his point of view, and you watched him on Kali for 3 years of Halo 5.
It's
You're now
playground.
watching him in Infinite still taking players down. Another player, the 3-time world champion, World 2, finds a couple of kills in the kill feed as we switch to his point of view. They gain a 3-kill lead, and they have map control to work with. This is where the game could get out of hand once again.
Yeah, Royal 2 is one of my favorite POVs in Halo history. Just such a steady shot. Just never really misses and always seems to make the right play. Right now, 6-2, leading his team in kills, trying to get the 2-0 series lead.
Good shots by Acid, way to make him work for it. Had a wall to play around, and that was really the difference in that fight. This Akave push has made a little bit of the deficit disappear here. 18-17 now. Akave showing some life.
And this is great if you're Akave. You want to keep it close. Once these new power weapons spawn, that could be your opportunity to break away a little bit, but just keep within striking distance. That's the best you could ask for right now if you're Akave.
It is a tough spot. Rockets are coming up here in about 20 seconds, so Rockets are up. Sniping's actually coming up right now. These kills, these power weapons are really going to dictate the mid game here. LastShot finds himself those Rockets, and this time around, Shopify finding the power weapons. Frosty and LastShot are kicking open the door for the setup, and somehow Magico just appears in front of LastShot. You would have loved if that was the rocket kill that he was able to get, but LastShot finds a kill for free, puts those rockets to use. Another lead back up to 3. They are on the opposite side of this map as Snipe, however. So Akave may be able to get that S7. It does look like Shopify are going to have an opportunity to compete for it on the opposite side.
LastShot just being an absolute thorn in the side of Akave right now on this spread of elbow. Now going to choose to be a little bit aggressive to try to take this one-on-one against Magico, and he does just that. A good trade out of Magico there. Down by 5 is Akave. Make that 4 as Drift gets a good kill on World 2, making a double on Frosty.
I don't know what Drift just did, but it was sick. I guarantee that. Able to take down Frosty and LastShot, but most importantly, those kills secured map control and gave you an opportunity to get the snipe. Drift with the snipe and the game in his hands. Akave need to win this. If they go down 2-0, I'm calling it a series there. Let's see if Drift can get his team back into this.
Such an important life right now for Drift. He's gonna need to put the sniper to work, but Frosty is behind him. Drift trying to stay alive. Bottom snipe has a teammate there for support. Nice trade, but Cykul's there to try to pick up the pieces, and he's able to pick up the sniper rifle, gets a body shot kill onto Leuor. Nice double kill on Magico. Looking for the triple. Gets taken down. Acid with the big double.
I mean, a phenomenal job by Akave. I was going to say, I need more from Drift with that snipe, that opportunity to actually take this game, but it's such a scrappy game so far. Akave finding trades in situations they have no business trading in has been impressive. It is why it is a 2-kill game. When will Shopify kind of gain that lead that almost makes it unwinnable for Akave is what I keep asking myself, but Akave continued to find these kills and stay in this one.
Looking at the scoreboard, Acid with 14 kills, trying to put his team on his shoulders in this pivotal game number 2.
A rare miss. A body shot not going to be able to be capitalized on here, and Roll 2 usually rips the head every single time he has an opportunity. Narrowly misses the timing on that player back snipe. Trying to find some way to get himself involved in this combat loop. Frosty's going to be pushing back sneaky. He's able to find 2 kills as well, and Roll 2 just this route hadn't found any damage so far. And although Shopify still maintained that 4-kill lead, you would have liked to have extended it there with the map control they had. Now they have to once again fight for map control that they
Oh my god.
Leuor
Not able to get that kill, but I think Drift actually falls off the map. 3-kill lead for Shopify. This one could be anyone's game. These rockets are going to be the game decider right here. Who's going to be able to get these rockets?
No players taken down on the side of Shopify. You saw everyone was no shield, but not able to capitalize, and it's a clean wipe for Shopify there. 45-38, fresh rockets in Royal 2's hands. That was the play that changed the outcome of this game.
Yeah, that was a swing moment for sure, Clutch, and now Royal 2, one of the best players with power weapons, has got the rockets.
Yeah, not in the best position, however. You want to be looking down with rockets, not up, but when they're next to a wall, it doesn't matter. Roll 2 finds not only an assist, but a kill that extends it to 48-39.
2 kills to go, and Shopify will take a 2-0 series lead. This is looking to be like a repeat of the pool play match in Charlotte, and just like that, game number 2 goes to Shopify Rebellion.
Shopify just about perfect in pool play this year and looking perfect so far here today. Everything you want to see, the power weapon control there towards the end really made the difference, and it was that battle for the Rockets. If we look at where that game was won and lost, when you see 3 players no shield on your screen and you're the last guy on your team and you get melted like that, you know that that was an opportunity squandered. If some of those kills could just go Akave's way, we're talking about maybe a tied up series. However, Shopify with a commanding lead now up 2-0.
That's really what separates the best of the best in Halo Infinite from the teams trying to break into that top 4 is clutching up in those swing moments in these games, right? We saw just now, it was 38-41, anyone's game, and then the Rockets spawn and Shopify gets all the right kills, makes all the right plays, and gets control, and wins by what seems to be a large margin, but this is actually a close game.
Yeah, and if you want to talk about, like, positives right now, I know the series may seem like it's a daunting task to reverse sweep a team like Shopify, but these games have been close, 50-40, but make no mistake about it, that game kind of got out of hand at the very end, but it was neck and neck for a good 40% of it, or I should say 80% of it.
Yep.
And it's the game one. It was 2-1. Yeah, you got outslayed heavily, but you were still right there. Maybe there was just one setup that you could have gotten. So I think if you're Akave, you're still confident playing against the best team in the world, having some minor successes. That's a positive sign for what's to come here at the World Championship run, even if they are to fall short.
And remember, this is just pool plays, ladies and gentlemen. We have a long tournament ahead of us, even though Akave lost 3-0 in Charlotte to Shopify. They ended up getting top 8, beating the likes of Complexity and Cloud9. So we know this roster has what it takes, but when you're going up against Shopify, you gotta be fully buttoned up and be playing your best Halo.
Yeah, I think they know that they're yet to create an upset to the magnitude of what Shopify Rebellion would be. But as well as they're playing in this series, as close as these games feel like they have been from their end, as winnable as these games have been, I should say, they're ready for another series with Complexity or Cloud9, I feel. Like, that wasn't just a one-off tournament, I feel. I do feel like this Akave team has made strides, has found the combination of players. Acid has impressed me so thoroughly throughout the 4th year of Halo Infinite that I truly believe they can go on a run in whichever part of the bracket they find themselves.
Next up, we're going to have Live Fire Oddball. And if you're Akave, you got to get some momentum, right? Even if try to get a round win here, and obviously, preferably, try to get a game win and push this to a game number 4, but you want to build those habits early in the tournament atmosphere, in pool play especially. You have a little bit of wiggle room, and right now, Akave really needs to iron out all their wrinkles.
I don't want to be a broken record, but I mean, they've got to do a better job of putting those power weapons to use. But as we take a look at the pool play standings right now, FaZe Clan Cloud9 doing their job so far here today. Optic Complexity 1-0. Nope. No real upsets. But I do hear we have some SSG Omen highlights, and it's good to see SSG and Envy start their tournament off hot, because we know that series at the end of the night is going to be everything to both of those two teams.
Oh, yeah. SSG and Envy going to be vying for those top spots at the end of the tournament. People talk about Optic and FaZe and Shopify, but looking here at the series layout, this went all the way the distance west. Omen pushing it to a game 5, but ultimately SSG taking the series win 50-37 on Live Fire. But wow, what a series.
There's a lot of sentiments you can take away looking at this graphic, right? Omit pushing SSG the distance. Omit feels like they've underperformed and underplaced this entire year, and that's got to be kicking them now that they let yet another series get away from them. SSG, in my opinion, you have no business going to game 5 with Omit. If I'm Envy and I see that series went to game 5,
feeling good.
I'm feeling good about our chances here tonight.
And I like to see Suppressed here on the KD ratio, dropping a 1.38 in the series. He is the X factor for me on the Space Station team. They picked up Suppressed to be that main slayer for them, and so far they haven't really reached the heights they wanted to, but maybe this event, the final event at the Halo World Championships, Suppressed can help push SSG over the top.
Yeah, Suppressed has got to be special this weekend if SSG want to remain in the top 4, and even, I mean, 2 of those players are 2 of your reigning world champions. You know that this is an opportunity to continue their legacy. Wouldn't it be a story if SSG somehow, some way found the rhythm, found the lightning in a bottle, and rode it all the way to a back-to-back world champions for Stellar and Eco? That's one hell of a story. We have a whole lot of opportunity for stories. But right now, Shopify continue their story up 2-0 in the series, back-to-back champions in our last 2 majors. And let's see if they can close this series out. No harm, no foul. It's been a close series with the games. I wonder if Shopify really separate themselves here. They probably want to walk away from this series feeling a little bit better than I think how they do after those first 2 games. Wouldn't surprise me on a map like Live Fire Oddball.
Game number 3, Live Fire Oddball. First team to 2 rounds will win the game. As we're going to hop on board with Frosty to get this one started.
Yep. Frosty, what does he do? He goes for Snipe. That's a good choice. L-Town in the back. There's going to be a player going for the repull, maybe trying to flank Frosty. Frosty just takes his head off. That's a tough angle to hit that shot, and because he's able to do that, he's able to get control. Bottom mid, 3 go down for Akave right now. Make it the 4th player actually already coming off respawn, so it's a full setup for Camo. Frosty with snipe. This is as bad as it gets for Akave Esports.
As bad as it gets for Akave, but as good as it gets for Shopify. Sniper and Camo in the hands of Frosty. Let's watch him put on a show.
I hope he does something cool here. Let's see. Player pushing up top. Drift, body shot, head shot. It's just classic Frosty. Nobody else on the map right now as his teammates have done the rest of the work, and this is a perfect setup. How long can they hold it? Camo with the buff. Basil is 45 seconds long, and you can almost guarantee that this lead's going to get a little bit further than Akave wanted.
Yeah, this is such a tough position for even the best teams in the world to try to break a textbook setup when Shopify has it. And yeah, Frosty over here making plays like that, gets taken down. 2 dead though for Shopify, so an opportunity for Akave to get the map control.
Honestly, a good job by Akave somehow to make that scrappy enough to only have 15 points against them right now. They're able to get that round of slays. Half of the team has 1 kill, and they're right back into this game. That's a big setup break, and let's see how they choose to rotate this op ball now that they're getting it back in the house.
Couple members fall for Akave, make that 3 down. Acid, last one alive. Cykul choosing to leave the ball there for his team and finding this kill. Acid just doing a little bit of ring around the rosy with Cykul and manages to get away.
Sometimes you just got to get lost. It looks like Acid was able to do that, but in the meantime, that op ball has been rotated by Shopify. They once again should have the ball in hand. Their members are choosing to slay here. You see LastShot flying outside the front of house. That ball in no man's land. Front scoreboard. It's really going to come down to the kills. It is 3 going down for Shopify, so that's Acid's ticket to get back into this game. I love this rotate as well. They're going to be able to play this ball the second they feel uncomfortable and hopefully tie the lead, maybe even take the lead if they're able to hold on to it. But Shopify so fast off respawn, going to deny that time already.
Great flank out of Acid, trying to secure his team this tower setup with the ball, and in the meantime, they're able to do it. Royal 2, though, is going to be a problem. They got to take him out quick before he allows his team to push up. Royal 2 gets a kill, takes another player down to 1 shot, just does so much damage, and now Frosty's got the camo.
Nice stick by Drift, though. Negates that camo. Frosty probably take once that's grenade back. He chose to reveal himself throwing that spike, and with it, Drift had a stick for him. It's not often you see 2 players trying to stick each other, but a good job by Drift. He finds a second stick, turns 2 plasmas into 2 kills, and Akave get the lead.
Great job out of Akave Esports, holding their ground and asserting some dominance on this game number 3.
Yeah, not how I thought it was going to start off, but great for Akave's confidence. Can they continue this pace is the big question. They're going to have to play the ball as they go 3 down. Magico with a good play ball. Unfortunately, it is going to be Shopify picking that play ball immediately up. Frosty's already got top tower control, and you know that ball is headed towards him as well.
Magico really hoping he was able to get that 1v1 kill, but if you know Shopify, you know they're not going to just give up silly deaths. Frosty able to clean up that kill. A couple members fall for Shopify. Frosty has a sniper rifle, and he goes down. That's 3 dead momentarily for Shopify. Make that 4 as LastShot also goes down.
Well, you just got done saying they weren't giving up silly deaths. All of them kind of give up 1v1s, and Frosty slides onto a nade. Those are a couple silly deaths that might allow Akave to stay in this game. 35-29, the lead, and the snipe in the hands of Drift. Cykul does the jump to side tower. Drift actually doesn't check him because the reticle can't hit the no-scope on the last shot either. Drift in so much trouble here. Akave go 4 down. A good play of the snipe there by Drift, but here comes Shopify to regain the lead shortly.
Boy, LastShot pushing up on the Akave spawn. Leuor on the short side of that gets taken down right off spawn. LastShot with the peak shots. Utmost confidence.
What are you supposed to do? You can't even get 4 on the map right now. This is Shopify special right now. They make sure they stagger your respawns. Drift has several players flying at him. He gets taken down, and now LastShot looking for more as that ball actually rotates from the tower all the way into house. Shopify now taking the lead by 10.
We saw this exact setup for Shopify early in the game, and Akave was able to break it pretty effectively. Let's see if they can do it again. 2 members fall. Make that 4 dead for Shopify. Once again, a very impressive break for Akave.
And it was no fluke this team got top 8. This team can make plays. This team can break setups. That's what you love to see from Akave, that continuous an opportunity that they find themselves in. How long can they hold the setups is the big question, because it's such a difficult decision-making process of when do you drop that ball, when do you rotate it, how do you fight these fights right now. 2-on-2 on the map. Drift, head on a swivel, trying to impact the fight that's in house. It does get one, but in the meantime, Cykul sneaks away with another camo for Shopify Rebellion.
I feel like in this entire series, has Akave even gotten one power-up? It seems like Shopify gets every single camo. Let's see if they can put it to use.
Ball dropped.
Not too much success so far for the camos, but not playing against the camo guys, almost as important a lot of the time. Cykul trying to play around LastShot's advantage and gives up a life. That Uncykul-like almost is one of the best players at playing his life. Kind of gets greedy there, maybe disrespectful, I'll even say. He gets taken down, camo gets removed. That's the setup for Shopify out the window. They do have a 15-point lead for now, but it's Akave once again with the setup in-house.
Ball dropped.
LastShot takes down Leuor. Magico takes down Frosty. LastShot with a nice flank on Magico, does some damage. Now going to rotate towards the ball, but Magico comes back around and takes him down.
I mean, good teamwork from Akave. They're able to get that initial pick. Acid finds the snipe, 3 go down. LastShot, or Frosty, I'm sorry, the last player alive. And if Acid can hit some shots here, he can win his team the round here and now. Oh no.
Big moment in the game right now. Sniper in the hands of Acid. He gets taken down by Frosty. Frosty with the green gun gets a big double kill, shattering the dreams of Akave there, and LastShot top mid doing damage as well. And now they got the setup here for a little bit more time.
Frosty making the play to keep his team in this round right now. They regained the lead, and they look to expand it. LastShot picks up Acid's old sniper, and he was hitting shots last event. Let's see what he can do with this S7 now. Acid's going to take down Cykul, so he needs to hit some shots if they want to keep this setup going. Acid through the tunnel. It's perfect shots from LastShot once again.
So see what that QT gets out of dodge. LastShot takes out his sniper for the no-scope. 3 members down for Akave, less than a minute on the game clock. And this might be all she wrote in round number 1.
Yeah, that's absolutely round number 1. LastShot called round there with, not only did he hit the first body shot, switch to the bandit, maybe didn't kill him, and then immediately switched back to the snipe, hits the no-scope just for the flashiest kill possible, I guess. And LastShot and Shopify will take round 1, and Akave, once again, right there. You're 1 play away. You're 1 setup away. You got to figure out ways how to turn this around, because you know their dreams of accomplishing things that they've never accomplished is what they want to do at the World Championship here this week.
Starting things off with Frosty, who tried going back top mid for Sniper. Instead, moves towards dummies, takes down a couple players there. 2 members fall for Akave. Roll 2, gets the 3rd one. And now Sniper in the hands of Cykul.
Yeah, it's a strong start once again for Shopify. I feel like they're starting strong on so many maps. I think that's one of their strengths coming into this tournament. Something I noticed, especially against FaZe when they matched up last tournament, was at the start of every game, it felt like they make the other team play from the backcourt. Whatever they're doing to alter their starting strats to find success. Once again, LastShot with a camo snipe in hand, it's working beautifully.
More power up and power weapon control out of the side of Shopify. LastShot, easy lineup for the headshot. Staying alive here with this camo, but decides to fight Acid, and he takes him down. Now Cykul here able to pick up the pieces, gets a lot of damage on the members of Akave and trying to stay alive.
Hey, you think LastShot just removed 1 player from the map, knocked the other 3 to no shield. You think that's going to be a complete wipe of Akave. A few kills do go in their direction. They end up maybe getting their shield back, buying a little bit more time than LastShot would have liked, but Shopify do a good job to get those slays, capitalize on the damage from LastShot, and with that, rotate the ball back to house and gain an early significant 20-point lead.
Enemy has the ball.
3 members fall once
4
again,
dead.
make that 4 dead. And now Acid and the boys in Akave spawning back tower, trying to do damage. This could be a big kill for Acid to try to get some map control, but no, Cykul stays alive and gets a kill of his own.
A head on a swivel, too. I mean, it's just so impressive how he transitions targets based on the information given from his teammates. You're dead to rights there, Pillars. You know you're dead to rights, but the ability to take one with you is so special. I can't say enough about it. He evens the playing field for this push. It's still going to be a successful push, but enough plays like that will alter the outcome of games.
Yeah, great job from Akave there, pushing in a timely manner to get some map control back and get the ball back in their control. Leuor trying to rotate it towards his teammate. Drift goes down. A couple members fall for Akave, and this is about to be 3 dead, potentially 4 dead, as Acid is the last one to make that 4 dead. Shopify with control once again.
You can tell some of these routes are really throwing Akave off. The timing. That ball guy had no idea Cykul was going to be behind him. Frosty with another camo extends Shopify's power-up control perfection in this series.
Once again, getting the time, getting the kills at the right time allows Shopify to get the power-ups, but just like you said, Clutch, they're not really doing too much when they get camos, but hey, at least they're getting them and burning them.
Yeah, it's everything to not play against it. For Akave, we talked about it. I think not only getting the power-ups and power weapons, but actually putting them to use because of the individual skill. Because of how strong of a team Shopify are, you need those to leverage your win conditions. And unfortunately, Akave, nobody home. Frosty with the snipe does find the first. Nobody home on the second shot as well, though. Drift with an opportunity with snipe once again. Couldn't do it on Kali. Can he do it here on live fire?
LastShot played that fight so well, just peeking and challenging at the right time, taking no damage, picking up sniper rifle. Now when you fight against Acid, easy body shot for him, takes him down, gets a nice double kill on Leuor. And Wes, this is not looking good for Akave. 75-9 in this round number 2 with full control on the side of Shopify.
Not looking good at all for Akave, but for Shopify, this is how you want to end this series. You want to end it in a dominant round. You want to feel like you're the best team in the world. You want to know you're the best team in the world, leaving every series. A dominant round 2. 11 points to go. LastShot on the prowl. He wants more. We've seen him take down 2 players already. 2 players that he took down spawn back green. They can't go anywhere. 2 down for Akave once again. LastShot, head on a swivel, continuing to rotate, continuing to find perfection in his gameplay as this game, still at 89, is bleeding out for the side of Akave Esports.
11 seconds to go. LastShot gonna pick up the ball, rotate it towards his teammate, Royal 2. And now 7 more seconds, and this series will be a 3-0 sweep.
I think they're having fun getting a few more kills than maybe Akave want to give them right now, but this game's going to be all she wrote. This series, all she wrote. Shopify Rebellion in the series with a punctuation, a domination in round 2 in game 3. And they will take this series 3-0, and they look like they are ready to play World Championship level of Halo here this weekend.
Yeah, a repeat of the series score from the last major, 3-0 in favor of Shopify, but Clutch, Akave can hold their head up a little high. They didn't go down without a fight, even though it was a sweep. Some of those games and a lot of the moments in the games were very promising for the side of Akave. They still have a lot of pool play and a lot of tournament left.
Yeah, I like what I saw from Akave. I think they're going to go back to the drawing board. They're going to have conversations. They're going to actually realize when they walk away from this series, maybe watch the VOD, that they didn't get a single power-up.
No.
And if they're able to find ways to prioritize some pushes for those power-ups, their lives are going to be a lot easier. In best case, you're not playing against Shopify Rebellion for a very long time in this tournament, and if you do, you probably win on one hell of a run to see them again. So they know that they just played the best of the best, and I think that they can walk away from the series. Although it's a 3-0, the games were winnable. And that's not something I think that they were able to say at the start of the year or maybe even throughout their career. So I love what we see from Akave. When they play against some of the lesser teams in this tournament, some of the teams competing here for top 8, for top 6, I like what I saw from Akave. I think they can actually create some more upsets.
Yeah, Shopify picking up right where they left off, and they seem like a team on a mission. They want to go for that 3-peat, but for now, Goofy and Wes here signing off, and we're going to pass it on over to Lottie.